Today, Archangel Michael says, if you skip this message, I will step back and allow what is coming to strike without my shield. Please do not ignore this final warning. My child, my beloved, I need you to pause right now. Stop scrolling and overthinking and pay close attention to what I say. What I'm about to say is not normal. This is a message from God written in the language of heaven and sent through the winds of fate and time. I've stood by your side more times than you can remember, keeping you safe from threats you didn't even see coming. Today, though, things are different. Today is the start of a powerful spiritual cycle, and heaven has sent out one last message. My shield will drop if you ignore this message. It's not because I want it to, but because divine justice must be done. What is coming may hit you in a way that can't be undone if you don't pay attention to this moment. This isn't a threat, this is the last plea of love. Before I tell you what's going to happen, my child and beloved, I implore you to subscribe to this divine calling right away. This message isn't meant to be read just once and then forgotten. It's a sign that will keep showing up until you accept spiritual protection. You are not just following a channel when you subscribe. Getting in tune with the frequency of divine intervention is what you are doing. When darkness tries to get in the way of your thoughts, you let heaven reach you. This is why I want you to subscribe, my child, my beloved. Not many people subscribe every day. It is in line. In this case, it means agreeing to ongoing divine protection and prophetic guidance. When you subscribe, you choose to stay in the flow where God speaks before danger and where direction comes before confusion. The promise stays true over your life because of this alignment. You allow angels to be around your energy all day and night. So subscribe to the protection that God has put in front of you right now before another second goes by. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission will grow into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Giving to this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through hearts that are kind. This is what I say over you now. Each gift you give is like a stream of living water that flows into the life of someone who needs healing. Give and it will be given to you is not just a verse for Jesus. It is a living promise that shapes your future. Allow me to invite you now with a simple act of faith. Come into this moment with purpose, with honesty, and with hope. The money you give today is not a donation. The act of spiritual obedience that lets your heavens open is what opens them. Let go of your seed and see what God brings back into your life. If your spirit is stirred right now, my child, my beloved, it's not by accident. To agree means to be aware of what is happening. You are welcome to answer, but please do so in a loud voice. Type amen in the comments below to say that you choose divine protection and are not going to walk into what's coming bare. By writing it, you align your will with heaven's shield and let it know that you are ready, open, and present. My child, my beloved, you have been going through life with the weight of decisions you haven't seen yet pressing down on your shoulders. Do you think you've seen the signs? Strange dreams, sudden restlessness, and sadness that comes out of nowhere and can't be explained. It's not just feelings. This is a spiritual sign before the storm. The energies around you have been getting ready to fight. Someone or something that used to move quietly is getting ready to do something. Not them, but how ready your soul is to receive divine defense determines what will happen. I'm no longer able to protect what you keep leaving behind. I will step back with tears in my eyes if you ignore this message. I offer protection, but you chose darkness over light. There is someone close to you whose intentions are no longer good, my child, my beloved. They smile on the outside, but their hearts are full of jealousy, anger, and sneaky plots to hurt others. I've seen this happen over time. And I've been warning your soul for months in ways your heart might not have understood. That headache late at night, the stress before they call, and the pain you feel when their name comes up. There was no chance in those events. That was me gently letting you know. There is no more time for subtlety, though. This person is about to do something that could throw you off track. If you keep ignoring the signs and ignore this message, I won't be able to help you when the time comes. When heaven is asked to step in, it does. My child, my beloved, you have a powerful destiny ahead of you. I know this for sure. Many people will never be able to see your name written in spiritual books. Your soul has been marked for wealth, power, and God's favor, but only if you finish aligning yourself. Today will either break old patterns or make them happen again. Today is the most important day. If you put off your spiritual growth for too long, the doors that were previously open may start to close. Heaven is giving you one last chance to come forward in truth. Will you accept it? Or will you go back to the old habits that made you feel bad? Something huge is coming out tonight that has your name on it, my child. My beloved, I saw it. A scroll sealed in light was given to a messenger angel who was getting ready to go down. It will not be sent though without your signal. A message that says, yes, I'm ready to receive. Your willingness to believe in miracles and divine protection is a sign that you are open to these ideas. As soon as you turn away, the scroll will go back to the heavenly vault. This is not because you are unloved, but because you were not spiritually awake when it came. And if you've been hoping for a change, this is it. This is the change. My child, my beloved, you have been attacked before. Not just by people, but also by things that tried to take away your happiness, confidence, and energy. You thought that some things just didn't work out. But the truth is that whole evil plans were made against you. And I quietly shattered them. I've never asked for praise. I only asked that you stay near the light. But this new wave isn't like the last ones. There are other parts as well. It's about you. I can only stop things that are okay for me to stop. It's up to your free will to skip this moment. If you do, my hands will be tied, my wings will close, and the impact will happen. It's not because no one loves you, it's because this is your test from God. My child, my beloved, your name holds a miracle that is greater than anything you have ever seen. It's not just money. It's not just love. It's everything you dreamed of but thought was impossible. But this miracle needs one thing. It can't get into the wrong hands. You must show that you are spiritually ready. One simple way to show this is to obey when you are called. This message tells you what to do. Heaven doesn't always go back to the same place. Some doors only ring once. This knock will either make things different or never happen again. Tonight, my child, my beloved, 3 angels will fly over the earth and whisper names into the sky, calling those who heard the divine message. If no one hears your name because your spirit stayed quiet, your part will wait in limbo. It won't be given away, but it also won't come. It's still denial to put things off when the time is holy. So I urge you, don't wait. Don't just think you can come back later. That later might not exist at all. you might not be able to open that door that way again. This isn't just another message. This is the one that heaven begged me to send today. My beloved child, your name is linked to a miracle that is bigger than anything you have ever seen. It's not just money. It's not just love. It's everything you dreamed of but thought was out of reach. But there is one catch to this miracle. It cannot be given to people who are not ready for it. You need to show that you are ready spiritually. It's easy to show that obedience right when you were told to. This message tells you what to do. Heaven doesn't always tell us what to do again. Some doors only ring once. This is the knock that either changes everything or never comes back. Tonight, my child, my beloved, 3 angels will fly over the earth and whisper names into the sky, calling those who heard the divine message. Your part will wait in limbo if your name is not spoken because your spirit stayed silent. It won't get delivered or given to someone else. It's still denial to put things off when the time is holy. So, I'm asking you, don't wait. Don't just think you can come back later. That may not happen at all. You might not be able to open that door that way again. This isn't just another message. These are the ones that heaven begged me to send today. There are hidden energies around your name right now, my child, my beloved. There are whispers going on in the spiritual world. Decisions are being made that you don't understand. They're real. Even if you can't see them, the courts of light are talking about what will happen next for you. Like whether a delay will be lifted, a door will open, or a relationship must end or begin. Your file has been opened in heaven. I wasn't sent to take away your free will. I was sent to appeal to it. You could get stuck in a holding pattern if you leave now before the divine decision is fully put into action. And that is a favorite tool of the enemy, not destruction, but put things off. Not storms, but peace. If the enemy can't break you, he will wait for you until you're too tired to keep going. But you know too much about what's coming next. Do not give up. Also, don't forget this last warning. Heaven hasn't answered your questions for months, my child, my beloved. It felt like silence while you waited for clarity about a person, a choice, a move, or a sign. That was not abandonment when it was quiet. It was a safety net while things were being changed behind the scenes. But now the curtain is coming down. Now I'm telling you what your soul already knew. The delay was planned. The green light is turning on and off now. Though you can get in if you move now. If you wait again, you'll lose the momentum. This isn't fear, it's about time. Additionally, the spiritual door that opened was made just for your name. It shuts if you don't step into it. Heaven isn't mean. Some doors can only be opened when certain things line up just right. Your soul was finally ready, so you were led to this moment. Do not pull back now. Please, my child, my beloved. There is someone in your life whose actions have made you feel lost. They got close at one point, but then quickly pulled away. Their energy used to be warm, but now it seems far away. You felt bad about yourself. You had doubts about your worth. You thought you might have done something wrong. But I'm here to tell you that they're fighting wars you can't see. Their silence doesn't always mean they're lying. The truth will come out in what comes next though, and you might get it wrong if you are still confused when the truth comes to you. That's why this message was sent now, so you would be able to stand on solid ground. So your heart wouldn't think too quickly. This would make you smarter. I'm here to help you see things spiritually, not emotionally. Depending on how you were at the time of the revelation, what you learn next about this person could either heal you or hurt you. This message is the first step in that alignment. This is where alignment turns into action. My child, my beloved, heaven responds to being clear, not to being unsure. If you're ready to get what's been set aside for you, please write these exact words in the comments. My spirit is in sync, not one day, not soon, right now. This statement tells heaven that your timing, your heart, and your obedience are all in sync. You're making the channel bigger when you write it. You have wealth in places you haven't been able to reach yet, my child and beloved. Financial blessings have already been given to you, but they haven't come into the world yet. Do you understand? Because God can't bless hands that are clenched in fear. You've been holding on too tight to your worries, doubts, and fears. But the gates of heaven start to move as soon as you open your hands and say, I trust that money is not coming from a person. It's coming through people, but it comes from God. God has already planned an answer that will end years of trouble. It's not going to happen because you were perfect. It's coming because you have a plan. But you can't do what you're supposed to do while you're still scared. As soon as you let go of your fear, provision starts to flow. And you can start to feel free right now if you believe. You, my child and beloved, have had dreams that seemed too big for the world around you. People told you that you were too much, too intense, and too hopeful. And sometimes you started to get smaller, but your dreams were not just made up. They were sneak peeks. God was showing you hints of your future before it happened, so you would know what it was when it did. However, dreams need to be kept safe because, like seeds, they can be destroyed before they grow. This message gives you hope, reassurance, and a push to move forward. You were not made to be average. You weren't meant to live in chaos, debt, heartache, and survival mode. You were picked for extra. And the fact that you are seeing this means that your soul is almost ready. Something divine is coming your way in 7 days. But only if you stop arguing with this spiritual sign. You can only do it if you don't skip it. You can only do that if you believe that your dreams were real. The directions were there. My beloved child, my beloved child, my beloved child, you have had dreams that seemed too big for the world around you. People told you that you were too much, too intense, and too hopeful. And sometimes you started to get smaller, but your dreams were not just made up. They were sneak peeks. God was showing you hints of your future before it happened, so you would know what it was when it did. However, dreams need to be kept safe because, like seeds, they can be destroyed before they grow. This message gives you hope, reassurance, and a push to move forward. You were not made to be average. You weren't meant to live in chaos, debt, heartache, and survival mode. You were picked for extra. And the fact that you are seeing this means that your soul is almost ready. Something wonderful is coming in the next 7 days. But only if you stop questioning this spiritual sign. You can only do it if you don't skip it. You can only do that if you believe that your dreams were real. The directions were there. Someone recently called your name in a way you didn't expect, my child, my beloved. It took place in a room without you there, but heaven heard it. It was full of both admiration and jealousy that was hidden behind praise. But God has already stepped in. A divine turnaround is happening. What was meant to make you feel bad will actually make you look better. But you have to stay still while it happens. Do not fight back. Do not waste your time and energy protecting something that heaven is already doing. Heaven will win the battle if you stay calm. You might feel bad if you leave this message though, and feeling isn't what leads to victory. Obedience is. Let God take care of what your heart can't. In that stillness, your justice will come quickly. You, my child and beloved, have been trying to fix things that were never yours to fix. You have taken on responsibilities that were not yours. When people broke their duty to you, you took responsibility for them. God tells them to lay it down. That responsibility is not yours. That pain is not your way. It will break you if you keep carrying it. It will give birth to something new if you let go of it. You're not supposed to carry everyone. You are told to bring light. Peace will come back when you get back to your real job. There will be more clarity. This will have an effect on everything, even your health. But this choice is where it all starts. Are you willing to let go of something that was never yours? Or are you willing to risk your purpose to carry someone else's weight? The next 24 hours are full of prophetic energy. My child and beloved, there are plans for 3 divine interruptions to happen. One will get there by talking to someone outside. One will show up as a sign. One will show up as a name that keeps coming up out of the blue. These are not just random events. They prove something. If these things happen to you, remember this message. Your mind may not understand them, but your spirit will. Note them down. Respect them. Be aware when you respond. The next big step forward is hidden in these divine echoes. If you ignore them, you will feel slowed down. If you acknowledge them, what was stuck will come loose. That's why God sent you here first, so you'll be ready when the signs start to show up. You are not reading this by accident, my child and beloved. You were led here, prayed into this moment, and the hand that you can't see has been waiting for your soul to stop. You almost didn't do this, right? You stopped though. That something was Archangel Michael, your guardian and protector, the one God sends when war is about to break out. And I say this with wings shaking, the shield will go down if you leave now. The wind will pick up if you turn away. I'm not making a threat. I love you loudly because bad things are about to happen. But if you stay connected to God, if you subscribe to this alignment, and if you say yes to heaven, then even the storm will go away. Just like before, simply like always, you lost something that is about to come back to you, my child, my beloved. This is not something I say lightly. For those who stayed true in the wilderness, this is a time to heal. For those who didn't give up when their tears filled the pillow. For those who didn't fight back when they were hurt, but instead said, God, you seed it. Heaven has seen every silent sacrifice, every silent cry, and every secret seed planted. It's now time. It is not a myth that restoration exists. It's something that heaven has planned, but order doesn't come from chaos. It gets to places where peace has made a way. That's why this message is important. That's why I was sent now. You might speed up the healing process if you rush away from this moment. You might not realize that you've canceled the meeting. Let's stay here and keep your spirit tuned to this frequency. I promise that what you lost will come back in a more beautiful way than you thought possible. A room is being set up for you, my child, my beloved. Not just a change in meaning, but also a real change in space, territory, and location. You are about to be moved around and everything in your life will change because of it. The house you've always wanted, the place that makes you feel good. The peace that surrounds you. And the money you need to follow your calling are all parts of this move. But let me tell you the truth. Some spiritual doors can't be opened without permission. Not just agreeing to do something, but actually doing it. You're hardy, yes. That gate is this message. As a guardian, not as a commander, I ask you to care about this. If you don't pay attention to it now, the move might still happen, but the grace that should go with it might not. And what's a race without peace? What is a home without heaven? Please sign this message with your holy name. The door will open if you say yes. There is a room ready for you. My child, my beloved, my child, my beloved. Not just a change in meaning, but also a real change in space, territory, and location. The house you've always wanted, the place that makes you feel good, the peace that surrounds you, and the money you need to follow your calling are all parts of this. You are about to be moved around, and everything in your life will change because of it. Move. But let me tell you the truth. Some spiritual doors can't be opened without permission. Not just agreeing to do something, but actually doing it. You're hardy, yes. That gate is this message. As a guardian, not as a commander, I ask you to care about this. If you don't pay attention to it now, the move might still happen, but the grace that should go with it might not. And what's a race without peace? What is a home without heaven? Please sign this message with your holy name. The door will open if you say yes. My beloved child, some of the people you loved the most were also the ones who hurt you the most. I understand how heavy that thought is. You filled broken vessels with your love, but were left empty. And you didn't understand why your soul felt so scattered. Today, I want you to close your eyes and ask yourself, who do I have access to who no longer deserves it? This isn't about getting even, it is about fixing things up. As a new year starts, you can't bring old problems with you. That's why this message had to come today. Heaven wouldn't put it off because the next part of your life needs time. Room for the new, there is room for God. There is room for what has been planned. You won't be able to receive what's next if your hands are still full of relationships that are over. I'm not telling you to leave people. I'd like you to keep the peace. My beloved child, you have a spiritual heritage that was meant to be passed down through generations but was blocked somewhere. Someone gave up. The chain was broken. Someone gave up and let darkness take over. After that, you were born. It's you who breaks the chain. Your job is to change the cycle. You are the one that heaven has been waiting for. Now that inheritance is coming back around to find someone whose spirit is awake enough to carry it. This moment may start over if you ignore it or scroll past it. What should have been yours may fall asleep again. This isn't just your moment. It is the redemption of your family. That's why the fighting was so fierce. I felt the setbacks were personal because of this. You were not getting in trouble. You were getting ready, and now the last instruction has come. Allow it to enter your spirit. I've been seeing you in your dreams lately, my child, my beloved. Faces that you couldn't explain, words that you only vaguely remembered, a feeling that didn't go away when you woke up. Those dreams were not like any other. They were messages from the spirit world that were sent to your subconscious when your mind was still enough to receive them. I was there. I've been sending you messages while you sleep. And this message is the key you need to start reading them. This is why sleep feels different these days. If you've been wondering, the only way heaven could reach you that you hadn't blocked with too much thinking was in this realm. Now you have to consciously send those messages. Note them down. Say prayers for them. Do something to respond. This message will bring up memories, directions, and instructions that you didn't even know you had. Everything is planned. There is a test going on in a spiritual classroom. My child, my beloved, there is someone who used to want to walk with you but forgot about it. They could hear their ego more than their spirit. Their wounds made them run away. And you've blamed yourself for them not being there, but pay close attention. You were never to blame. You were honest. You were honest. You were real. Heaven watched and thought about them as they walked away. Now, because you've been good, a replacement is being sent. It's not a copy, but a divine twin. Someone who is willing to love without any rules. Someone who sees more than just your outside. Someone who has been praying for someone just like you. But you have to be emotionally ready for them when they come. That means to get better. That means having faith again. That means you should let this message soften your heart instead of making it harder with doubt. What's coming is real, but it needs to meet the glowing version of you. Not the one who is closed off. This time of year is more than just another date on the calendar. My child and beloved, there is a change in the wind in your spiritual life. You are entering a time when miracles happen quickly for people who act quickly. The slowness of the past won't work with this speed. The answers will come quickly. Things will change quickly, but only for people who are aware of it. This message will wake you up. You could fall behind in acceleration if you wait too long. You will be carried along by the flow of divine movement if you answer. You were ready for this moment after every disappointment, delay, failed relationship, and financial stress. It was a practice. This is the start of the show. You are being watched by both heaven and the people who didn't believe you. What happens next will shut up all the doubters, but only if you agree right now. My beloved child, there is a time on the clock that keeps going around and around for you. You've seen it on screens, receipts, and other signs. That number isn't just a guess. An angel gave it to me. And this message is the key to getting it. Those numbers 111, 44, or 555 were sent to get your attention and let you know that a miracle was planned. You were not making things up. Someone was calling you. But getting in touch without responding is pointless. You need to answer now. Now is the time for you because the stars are aligned just right. The person being talked about is you. This message was meant to be sent to your timeline. Don't ask for another sign. This is the sign. This is proof. You've been waiting to see this light. Numbers may fade if you don't pay attention to it. Everything you felt will start to make sense if you answer. What time is it? It's the same time every day for you, my child. My beloved, my child. My beloved, you've seen it on screens, receipts, and other signs. That number isn't just a guess. An angel gave it to me. And this message is the key to getting it. Those numbers 111, 444, or 555 were sent to get your attention and let you know that a miracle was planned. You were not making things up. Someone was calling you. But getting in touch without responding is pointless. You need to answer now. Now is the time for you because the stars are aligned just right. The person being talked about is you. This message was meant to be sent to your timeline. Don't ask for another sign. This is the sign. This is proof. You've been waiting to see this light. Numbers may fade if you don't pay attention to it. Everything you felt will start to make sense if you answer. My child, my beloved, I have something I have been dying to tell you before this message ends. I never left you. Even when you were by yourself, even when everything went wrong, There were times when it seemed like prayers were not heard. I was there standing between you and the people who wanted to end your hope in silence. My wings have gone over your house. Accidents that you didn't know were going to happen were stopped by my hands. I kept your name from being slandered. I put off the things you thought you wanted because I knew what was really going to happen. I cried along with you as you cried yourself to sleep. It's not that I couldn't help, it's that I wasn't asked. Heaven never breaks down doors to get into locked rooms. The door is now open, though. If you feel your spirit responding right now, my child and beloved, now is the time to get in line. Not only do you stay connected when you subscribe, you also activate the prophetic promise that is linked to obedience. Consistency is respected in heaven. This is how the message keeps getting to you just when you need it. Let this be your statement that you are ready for what God has planned. You are listening. I'm back, shield raised, ready to fight, but only if you stay. Yes, but only if you say yes. It's only possible if you let this moment change your life. Someone is watching you from a spiritual distance. My child, my beloved. They are supposed to bring you something divine, but they are waiting for the signal. That sound isn't a message or call. It's your duty to obey. Yes, you. You've prayed for the right people to come into your life. Heaven spoke, but it also waits. A blessing that is sent before things are ready can end up being a burden. So, I speak with holy urgency today. Get ready. Set your emotions aside. Watch out for your spirit. Make room. Get rid of distractions. It's not just a person coming. It's a task that looks like a relationship. It will open a gate that has been locked for years if you welcome it at the right time. But if you keep ignoring the signs, the alignment could break, and I'll have to watch something divine go by you instead of coming to you. There are plans already made for you, my child and beloved, in places you can't see. Please don't take this as a metaphor. This is about divine supply. Heaven keeps records. Even when it's quiet and can't be seen, heaven keeps track of obedience, sacrifice, and loyalty. You might think that your kindness, generosity, and acts of giving were not noticed, but they were. They've been having more babies behind the veil. A release has now been given the go-ahead. But there is one more thing you need to do. You have to believe it when you say it. Move around like it's already yours. Think about it as if it were already there. As if having too much is now the norm. What you believe right now will either stop or birth what is about to happen. The change in the economy you've been feeling is real. This is a revelation. Your help is close, but only if you don't turn away from this divine alignment. My child, my beloved, a door that was closed will suddenly open, shocking those who. The voice of heaven says, get ready, clear the way. Turned you down before. They didn't turn you away because you were lacking, but because it wasn't yet the right time. God kept you secret. They thought they were ignoring you, but heaven was actually shielding you from their narrow view. That season is now over. You will soon be in places where people already know your name and will be on your side before you even speak. Remember this, being humble is your passport. Do not try to show anything. Just get there without a fuss. Do not ask for attention. Feel free to be there. As soon as that door opens, don't say sorry. This isn't kindness. The prophecy has come true, and doubt is the only thing that can stop it now. Don't let the past make you think that your future is impossible. It is already moving. My child, my beloved, you've been waiting for me to say sorry, right? You play back the last conversation in the hopes that they will come back and say, "I'm sorry, but please take this." Gently, as this awakening grows inside, you know that helping with this mission, that person left you with unanswered questions, wounds that are still open, and silence where there should have been clarity, is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history. It is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. People may never say sorry to you, but you will get better. And getting better will feel better than any words they could say. Heaven doesn't always wait for people to finish their tasks. Heaven brings closure by raising us up. They won't be able to give you closure. It will come to you through your breakthrough. It will make the pain go away and bring peace. You'll see that you didn't need their words when you look back. You needed this wonderful time, this message. This is a reminder that heaven will defend you. Relax, move forward. What's coming up is much more satisfying than saying sorry for being late. My beloved child, you've been waiting for someone to say sorry, right? That person left you with unanswered questions, wounds that are still open, and silence where there should have been clarity. You play back the last conversation in the hopes that they will come back and say, "I'm sorry, but please take this gently." People may never say sorry to you, but you will get better. And getting better will feel better than any words they could say. Heaven doesn't always wait for people to finish their tasks. Heaven brings closure by raising us up. They won't be able to give you closure. It will come to you through your breakthrough. It will make the pain go away and bring peace. You'll see that you didn't need their words when you look back. You needed this wonderful time, this message. This is a reminder that heaven will defend you. Relax, move forward. What's coming up is much more satisfying than saying sorry for being late. Someone in your life is not who they say they are. My child and beloved, they walk next to you while wearing a mask and smiling to hide their true intentions. Because discernment already knows the truth, your spirit has been stirred up. I've been slowly telling you through patterns, whispers, and signs that you tried to ignore. But now I have to be clear. Watch how they act when you're having a hard time, when you share good news. Pay attention to their silence. Watch how their energy changes when you get up. That's not love. That's what competition is. Heaven will not let you keep building with a secret enemy. Something will be made public in the next 72 hours. Do not ignore it. Don't give an excuse. Don't explain it. The mask is coming off and you are being asked to leave with grace. To reach your goals, you need clean hands and clean company. If this word is speaking to you, my child, my beloved, is not meant to end there. You are not only sending content when you share this message. You are also sending anointing. It turns you into a carrier of breakthrough. Someone in your group is waiting for the same confirmation you just got. When you share, heaven turns what was meant for you into blessings for other people. You have felt a change in your body lately, my child, my beloved. It's not just physical either, in a spiritual way. You're tired not because you're weak, but because you've been changing. Not because I failed, but because I lost years of emotional weight. The weight is not a punishment, it cleans things up. Don't forget that your body needs to rest. Let God slow you down. Don't push through it. There has been a divine reset. If you honor it, you will rise lighter, clearer, and more in tune with the voice of heaven. If you fight it, the breakthrough that's waiting on the other side of rest might not happen as quickly. I'm not just here to protect you. I'm here to help you. And I pray that you give yourself time to heal. Tonight, my child, my beloved, something will happen that will start the shift. It might not seem important or even small, but pay attention. Messages, songs, words said out loud and names called over and over. These look like the crumbs of miracles. Thunder isn't always how God shows up. He whispers some of the time. Note it down. Write down every sign. These specifics will help you plan for the next season. If you miss them, the path might get fuzzy. If you do what they say, you will walk right into your divine slot. This is not a mistake. It's a dance routine. You're not being checked out. By grace and favor, angels who are in charge of your timeline are keeping an eye on you. More than ever, we're close. Your best days may have seemed like a long time ago, my child and beloved. You may have thought you missed your chance, but I'm here to tell you that the divine timeline doesn't work like ours does. Heaven heals in ways that make the mind feel shocked. God is able to do in one day what people could not do for years. There was no denial in the delay. It was planned. What you are about to receive took this long because you had to be mature to get it, not just want it. You had to change into the kind of person who can handle what's coming. You are now ready. Faith is the only thing left. Take it, say it out loud. Say it out loud so God can hear you. I'm not late, you say. I'm just in time for my miracle. Heaven sees a side of you that you almost forgot about, my child and beloved. A shining unstoppable force of wisdom and light that walks with purpose and is protected by God. That version of you has always been in God's mind. You couldn't see straight because of life's pain, loss, and delays. But I didn't come today to talk about that version. I'm here to remind you that you are still that person. You're not behind. You're not hurt. We haven't forgotten about you. Everything that tried to steal your identity will now show that you have risen. The enemy tried to change your story, but heaven kept the original. It's time to get back into it now, not after, not until things get better. Right now, your greatness won't be put off. It's being put forward. Do you feel that stirring inside you, my child, my beloved? That soft fire isn't stress. It's your anointing getting stronger again. You thought it went away. You thought that too much time had gone by, but it was only growing. It's now ready to rise. You don't need to change into something else for heaven. Heaven wants you to remember what you've always been. Something, a ship, a miracle in skin. Everything around you will change when you start moving again with faith in your spirit. The environments will change, people will get along, provision will show up. But it all starts with your choice to wake up. This message is not a fluke. It's a spark, a holy wake-up call for your spirit. Do not skip it. The moment you remember who you are is linked to your miracle, my beloved child. My beloved child, do you feel that stirring inside you? That soft fire isn't stress. It's your anointing getting stronger again. You thought it went away. You thought that too much time had gone by, but it was only growing. It's now ready to rise. You don't need to change into something else for heaven. Heaven wants you to remember what you've always been. Something, a ship, a miracle in skin. Everything around you will change when you start moving again with faith in your spirit. The environments will change, people will get along, provision will show up. But it all starts with your choice to wake up. This message is not a fluke. It's a spark, a holy wake-up call for your spirit. Do not skip it. The moment you remember who you are is linked to your miracle. There has been war against your voice, my child, my beloved. You felt it. Unexpected doubts. Being unsure, not wanting to speak. Talking that is hard to understand. I'm not making this up. The attack is against your voice because it brings breakthroughs for everyone, not just you. There are chains that shake when you speak with conviction. When you tell the truth, lies fall apart. That's why fear, rejection, and betrayal were used against you to keep you quiet. But pay close attention. Your voice came from heaven. It can be heard in spiritual places. It has power that no one's opinion can take away. Now God is telling you to use it again. Talk, say it, say a prayer, sing, share. Let your voice be heard, even if it shakes. Someone else might need what you let go of to get out of the dark. You don't have no voice. You have a lot of power. It's now time to get up. Someone once said bad things about your name out of jealousy, my child, my beloved. They thought your brightness was pride and tried to dim it with whispered words. But those words are now backwards. What used to be curses are now blessings. Now every lie that was told about you will help you get higher. People will respect you in places where people used to whisper about you. But remember to stand up straight. Do not use fire to fight fire. Use grace as your weapon. Say nothing in response. Heaven is already taking care of this behind the scenes. Soon the light will show what was said in the dark, and you won't have to do anything. Believe in God's justice. A time of restoration is not coming, my child, my beloved. It has already started. It began when you let this message into your spirit. What you thought was gone for good is coming back in better shape. The love that faded will come back stronger. New streams of income will make up for the money that got lost. The lost confidence is being brought back to life. It's not magic. It is in line. That alignment began when you picked up the phone to listen. Hold on to your faith. Please keep responding. Keep getting them. The floodgates won't open slowly. They'll open all the way. You were never meant to make it. You were meant to be full, deep down, my child, my beloved. You were afraid that you would always be almost successful, almost happy, almost picked, and almost loved. But the spirit of is almost over now. That was never your share. God doesn't plan for things to go in halfway. Heaven is a place where everything ends. Something that starts now will not stay unfinished. You're going to cross the line. The fruit will show up. You will have the proof. This is a time of endings and endings. You have to fully step into it, though. Stop putting off obeying. Don't question your worth. You're not finished. We haven't forgotten about you. You are a work of art in motion. Now the last chapter starts. My child, my beloved, let's seal this moment before we go any further. When you confirm, breakthrough responds. Type amen in the comments to show your faith that this chapter is really over and a new one is beginning. This isn't a normal answer. It is a mark of the Spirit. When you write it, you say that you agree with God's timing and that delay has no power over your life anymore. You were never meant to walk this path by yourself, my child and beloved. Some people did leave. Some people couldn't handle how much you grew. Some people got your heart wrong, but their absence made room for what is coming. A holy group. People who won't try to blind you with their light, but will instead guard it. There are souls that will call your name in places you haven't been yet. Friends who pray for you and don't talk about other people. Family isn't tied together by blood, but by spirit. They're already on their way. I've seen them. Their hearts are getting ready, just like yours are getting better. While you wait, don't be by yourself. Don't let being alone make you think you're not worth loving. Do not think that nothing is coming because it is quiet. Angels are setting up meetings, alignments, and divine appointments. It will feel like fate when they get there because it is. The weight you feel today is because you are at a spiritual crossroads, my child and beloved. Repetition is at the end of one path. There is another door that leads to radical change, but it won't stay open forever. This is the holy end time. That's why I was honest, so that's why I spoke quickly. I don't want you to go through pain again that God already took away. History doesn't have to tell you what will happen. You are about to enter your divine future. Remember that this message does not end with you. People can use your breakthrough to get where they need to go through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-fi community, you can help this mission. By doing so, you are sowing into the awakening, deliverance, and restoration of souls who are still trapped in darkness. This is not poetry. When Jesus says, "Give, and heaven will open over you," every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and safety for your family. Now is your time, my child. Have faith. And as you do, watch God multiply what you let go of. But now you have to make a different choice. This message is the last gentle warning from heaven. The cycle either ends or starts all over again after this. I pray that you choose breakthrough. I pray that you take a step into the unknown. I pray that you have faith that everything you've ever asked for is at the other end of this choice. Before this moment ends, I want you to do one simple thing. My child, my beloved, there is no platform you are supporting when you like this video. There is only agreement. That act of alignment shows faith at work. It lets heaven know that you believe what was said. And when faith moves, favor moves too. Let what you agree with grow from what you like. And watch how God starts to work in ways you didn't expect the win. This is where information turns into activation. My child, my beloved, heaven is waiting to hear back. Write this clear statement in the comments. I choose to break through, don't hope. Not a surprise, picking out. It takes you out of repetition and into change when you write it. It's your way of telling heaven that you're ready to move on from this mountain. My beloved child, before you leave, my child and beloved, don't keep this word to yourself. Tell the people you know about this message. When you do that, you start a wave of blessing that goes beyond your own life. Where truth is revealed, breakthrough occurs. As you share, may the same blessings, clarity, and movement that you are moving into reach everyone who is connected to you. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's take a moment to reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is not a stroke of luck. It is a direct message from Archangel Michael to you. He's extending his hand and inviting you into a protected high-vibrational community where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise. This sacred principle is very simple, but it can change your whole life. If you follow it, you won't just receive blessings, they will be multiplied and flow into every part of your life. By accepting this invitation right now, you are unlocking immediate early access to powerful content and divine insights that are hidden from the general world. Now is your chance to enter a sacred space where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this sacred moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join Archangel Michael's inner circle immediately through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the direct personalized messages that are specifically meant to elevate and empower your life. If you desire to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. And for those who feel called to amplify this work, a link to purchase the guided ebook is available, which is completely optional. But your presence, attention, and energy already mean the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits.